we were introduced to you via Back on the Block, but when you were brought out there, did you immediately start working on your debut album, or was it just Back on the Block? Let's see what happens first. Okay, now you get a record deal, or was it just like out the gate, you're going to work on your album and subsequently get introduced from Quincy?
I'm trying to remember.
Man, 30 years,
like
huh?
Well, I was 12 years old. I know that after the introduction to Prince, when Benny Medina introduced me to Prince, and I did the Graffiti Bridge,
Round and Round.
I know that he wanted to be on the first album. I remember that, and Warner Brothers wouldn't. They're like, oh my God, there was all kinds of crazy stuff.
Wait, I'm glad you brought that up. What year did you demo the? All right, here's the thing. Everyone knows that I'm a Prince stan, and and also the Prince, what I call the orgers, the Prince.orgers is sort of, they always side eye me when I start, talking my trash. Now, I mean, this is the thing. Everyone knows that he's my North Star as far as creativity is concerned, but it's to a lot of Prince people that are very honest with themselves, they would also know that period was a rather questionable period of his life. And I got to hear the song that you demoed. Did he demo in the way that you're smiling right now?
I don't even remember doing it. I swear to God, I tell you, I don't remember where we were. I don't remember what year that was. But all I know is that I was in the middle of that. I was in the middle of that whole thing, and that didn't stop until after I'm ready. Okay.
Wow.
Based on what I can tell, because I heard his demo guide and I heard your version, and you literally followed everything to a T. Yeah. So I would basically say that if you're working with him, is it just assume that, okay, do exactly what I do on this track and follow it to it? Is he there coaching you, or is it just sort of like?
No, he's not. It's just me. That's me. I wasn't very I didn't experiment a lot when it came to him. I kind of sing it like the demo. The only songs I drifted away from the demo was Can We Talk and I'm Ready, all those songs.
The Babyface tracks.
So tomorrow not at all, because it was just.
That's
Tomorrow was all me. That was me because it wasn't no vocals to that song. So that was she wrote that literally in the studio.
That was my way of easing Tomorrow in there, because I know we kind of skipped over, and I was going to ask you when you got Tomorrow. Well, we was on Back on the Block. We was moving on. But right. I was just going to ask, when you got Tomorrow as a fan of Whitney, did you feel like that was kind of like your Whitney song in a way? Did you feel? You remember how you felt as a kid?
I didn't. You mean now that I listen to it now? When I listen to it
well, either way, I guess I was asking when you, as a kid, because you were a fan of Whitney's when you were a kid. So I was just curious if you were like, you know what, this feels like not my Saving All My Love, my
Greatest Love of All.
Thank you, Greatest Love of All.
Your signature song.
I didn't think that then, but I wasn't processed. My brain wasn't processed enough to think like that because I was too self-conscious in the studio. But I do think that sort of now, like when I listen to Tomorrow and one song, the sort of inspirational songs that I have, a couple that I do have. I have some more, but they're not on my albums. But anyway, I do think that now.
Oh,